Hi, so we're all fine. I know you guys are worried about us and you've been concerned. So I wanted to show you that Jason's here and the whole family is here and we're all okay. And I want to give you a little bit of an update about what we're doing, and I'll do that in just a moment. So I got out of the house today and I wanted to show you what things look like out in the city. This is the area where we have the Tel Aviv stock market, the diamond exchange, normally a bustling area, and here it's quite quiet. I was out of the house, away from our safe room, because my colleague David and I needed to go get supplies because there are different bases and soldiers asking for help. Hey guys, we're here collecting items to bring to some soldiers up in the north. I'm here with David, and David and I are. We just filled the car, and soon we're going to be headed up north to bring these supplies, socks, underwear, things that some of the soldiers will need. So appreciate your prayers for our soldiers on the borders. Good evening. It's October 11th, 2023. Evening in Israel, probably morning where some of you are, afternoon where most of you are. Here's an update from the roses in the Tel Aviv area. It's been mostly a quiet day, and by God's grace, that's a good thing. There's been a lot of activity along the northern border, most of which has not made the news, but a lot more than we had the day before. We need your prayers. We just got word a few minutes before I started recording this video that there were multiple drone incursions along the border. Everyone in the northern part of the country was told to go into their safe rooms. This is a major escalation, and we don't know what it means. So we would like your prayers for that. Also, along the southern border, we need your prayers as well. But let's clarify. The northern border is an enemy called Hezbollah. Hezbollah is a very well organized, battle hardened militia group that was fighting for Syria in the Syrian civil war for the last few years. They are heavily funded by Iran. They are both Shiite countries. Iran is Shiite. Hezbollah is a Shiite organization. Um, they are very dangerous. In the south, we have Hamas. Now, Hamas is a Sunni terror organization. They are also supported by Iran financially, and who knows what technology they've shared, but not to the same extent, and they're not the same size. Um, they are much smaller by comparison and with far less weapons capabilities. Uh, the war in the Gaza Strip is against Hamas and Islamic Jihad, a much smaller, also Shiite, like Hezbollah organization. And so you have three groups here that we're dealing with right now: Hamas, Islamic Jihad, and Hezbollah in the north. That's not to say that Hamas or Islamic Jihad aren't in Lebanon or Syria along Israel's northern border. They are, but there they are in smaller refugee camps, not in the same quantity. So it seemed like yesterday and the day before that most of the incursions or attempted incursions in the northern border were done by Hamas and Islamic Jihad. It's not clear yet how involved Hezbollah is, but if they are getting involved, it's not good for Israel, because then we will have a war on two fronts. So we would like your prayers. And when I was listening to the Army radio, they were talking about having a war on three fronts. They were saying that there is already battles going on in the north, in the south, of course, around the Gaza Strip, where this major massacre of human life, atrocities were committed, and also in the West Bank. And all these places, we have friends who've been called to reserve duty, or soldiers from our congregation doing mandatory army service, or people that we minister to in our ministry center. So we have soldiers on the borders everywhere because army service is mandatory. So we need you to pray for our friends, pray for our soldiers, pray for our country, and don't forget to pray also for the families that are struggling to find out what happened to their kidnapped loved ones that are now hostages in the Gaza Strip, as well as all those families mourning from the loss of their loved ones, which is now They count now 1,200 confirmed deaths in Israel so far. So we need your prayers as a country, and now is a really important time to pray for us and pray that the Hezbollah will stay out of the war, and pray for our borders to be held strong. We know that the one who is with us is mightier than those who are against us. So pray your prayers. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this update, and hope you are well.